Wednesday night of live streaming. Got a little got a little bit more of a curated schedule tonight for us, man. We're gonna be getting into some important news that's coming out of Oklahoma about this man that's on death row that's currently fighting for his life. Then we're gonna talk about this Donnell Rollins video that I seen about he called it homo ignorance. And then we're gonna get into these Epstein files, man. And I guess depending on how I'm feeling towards the end of this live stream, maybe, just maybe, I will engage a hater or two. You know what I'm saying, in terms of a video. Shout out to everybody that tuned in last week. Shit, be on, jump right into it, man. Shout out to everybody that's in for another week of research of a Mesearch.
Spontaneous percussion.
So getting right into it, y'all that don't know, I spent 13 years in the state of Oklahoma. And while I was in Oklahoma, I learned a lot about its criminal justice system and learned a lot about how the governor, Kevin Stitt, loves to do his own thing and move to the beat of his own drum, regardless of what the parole board tells him to do. This story today is coming in about Tremaine Woods, black man that finds himself on death row for being convicted of murder. I think that murder happened in 2004. I actually have a video. And this video has a little, we're gonna call it a CTA, a call to action. Shit, I was on live stream earlier today on TikTok, and a lot of people said that when they were calling in, it was going straight to voicemail. Shit, hear the video though.
Hey y'all, Tremaine Wood is 2 days away from being executed by the state of Oklahoma. This morning, conservative faith leaders and advocates held a press conference urging Governor Stitt to grant clemency for Tremaine Wood, who's set to be executed on Thursday, November 13th.
There are problems throughout the system. It's entirely broken.
Y'all understand how bad it got to be in Oklahoma to have the Christian evangelicals, the white conservatives come out and be like, nah, this ain't what it is. Like Oklahoma conservatives concerned. That's how bad it is. I'll keep on playing though.
And Tremaine Wood's case is one of the worst examples of that. From soup to nuts, from the very beginning to clearly to the end. So we've got to fix the system. It's a long road to hoe, but we got to start somewhere.
Last week, the Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board granted clemency to Tremaine Wood, but it's ultimately the governor's decision whether to accept or reject it. Under Oklahoma's felony murder law, prosecutors didn't have to prove that Tremaine Wood was the killer in the 2002 robbery turned murder. They only had to prove he was there. They
did not have to prove that he committed the murder. They only had to prove he was at the crime scene. Today is November 12th. Tomorrow is November 13th. This man is scheduled to be executed tomorrow, November 13th, though in the state that he's seen a parole board hearing and told him that he should be getting clemency and told him that they should be holding his execution. Yet they're still going business as usual and they're still following through with the scheduled execution. He's already probably had his last meal, or having his last meals. Probably already, said his piece to his family, already being able to say, I want this belonging to go to this family member, this belonging to go to this family member. Already seen the chaplain. What they doing to this man reminds me a lot of what happened in 2021 when I was in Oklahoma and we was helping on the Julius Jones case. I'm going to let my good brother right here keep on talking about it. Shout out to Dion and everybody in Oklahoma City. But man, this shit sad. This shit real sad. Like,
clemency vote from the Pardon and Parole Board, a confession from the actual killer, and the victim's mother publicly stating she doesn't want execution. Governor Stitt has yet to weigh in.
Call the governor, call him more than once. Tonight, we're going to be having a rally for Tremaine's life where you can come and hear from Tremaine's family and other community advocates about why Tremaine deserves mercy and why it is that we have to continue to fight for Tremaine.
Out of the 18 people who have faced lethal injection in Oklahoma since Governor Stitt took office, he's only granted clemency one time for Julius Jones just 4 hours before his execution.
4 hours too. 4 hours. I'll never forget that. The only reason why I'm talking about this case right now specifically is because I understand what happens in the state of Oklahoma because I lived there for 13 years. I also know that Governor Stitt in 2021, he buckled. You know what I'm saying? He buckled and, you know what I'm saying? He caved in and collapsed. I know I don't even want to use that type of terminology with this because I want it to be seen as a good thing. He came into his senses, and he had a ethic and morals that allowed for him to step in and say Julius Jones should not be executed. Now I'm hoping that we can replicate the same thing tomorrow and making it where he be able to save his life. Right now, the phone number is pulling it up real fast. It's 405. Oh, let's see, where is it? 405-521-2342. Put that in there and put that in the thing, man. 405-521. Where I do this at? Let's see. Call Oklahoma governor 405-521-2342. That's the phone number we're gonna be calling, man. That's the number right there we calling. Um this is just another case of, a black man being done crazy injustice and having a bunch of evidence that support his innocence. And a state still saying that it don't matter if this the wrong nigga, we still got to get us a nigga to kill, and this the one that they choosing. I hope that Governor Stitt comes to his senses like he came to his senses in 2021 and is able to comply with the parole board said, and able to do it. Another concept that comes to mind to me is restorative justice. Restorative justice usually deals with what the victim wants and what the victim, party says that need to happen for the healing process to take place. And right now we're seeing that we have the kind of what a retributive, type of justice that makes it where we don't care about what the victims want in healing. We only care about punishment, and we only care about retaliation. And that's what's happening right now in Oklahoma. Again, the number right here, we got it at the bottom of the screen. Scrolling.
Now, supporters of Tremaine Wood are calling on Oklahomans to contact the governor and ask.
This is where we at right now. He has less than 24 hours before they are scheduled to execute him. Less than 24 hours. Without showing a whole bunch of emotions, because I am a little triggered by this case. Man, I know thoughts, prayers, and condolences don't do much, especially when people going through it. But I really hope this family and community where this man come from, I hope they really, I hope people really wrapping their arms around him. I hope, because man, it's getting ugly out here, man. It's getting ugly out here, definitely. But with that being said, shit, make sure y'all call in this number right here. 405-521-2342. We in the last hours of this man being alive. Or shit, hopefully we can save his life. Hopefully we can save his life. We know that Marcellus Williams in Missouri. We know that Julius Jones in Oklahoma. We know that Troy Davis in Georgia. We can name a whole bunch of different cases, a whole bunch of different black men that's had their life being held in the hand of a governor or being held in the hand by a few individuals in the state, and they decide to either spare their life or they decide to take it. And we hoping that if enough people call in, enough pressure happening to, Kevin Stitt, that we'll be able to make sure that Tremaine does not add to the statistics of another black man that was executed by the state, even though he had a whole bunch of evidence that showed that he was innocent. That's where we at with that, man. That's where we at with that. So I'm trying to see what's wrong with the comments. Let's see. Oh, why no comments coming in? Oh no. That's weird. That's weird. Anyway, keep it going though. Keep it going, man. This next thing we're getting into is this video. This man used the word homo ignorant. I'm just gonna play the clip.
My older brother's gay, right? I said, Chucky, you think I'm homophobic? He said, no, but I think you homo ignorant. I said, what? He said, you homo ignorant. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, you don't know no better. I mean, let me do his voice. You don't know no better.
Okay. This nigga is crazy.
It's the way you was raised. When I thought about it, I was homo ignorant. My family, it's some homophobic.
Homo ignorant. Yes, definitely free Tremaine. Definitely free Tremaine. See if we can get that on there, man. Definitely free Tremaine Wood. Want to make sure we keep this case at the top of our mind. Spread the word. Make sure y'all share all the videos about Tremaine Wood. Make sure you share the number about Tremaine Wood. We hoping that the state of Oklahoma does not execute this man tomorrow. He's innocent. What's even crazy about his story, before I even get into this homo ignorance, is that his little brother actually confessed to the crime. His little brother is the one that committed the crime. Like, crazy, right? Man. Start this video over though. Shout out to you, Ian and Tanya. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for commenting.
My older brother's gay, right? I said, Chucky, you think I'm homophobic? He said, no, but I think you homo ignorant. I said, what? He said, you homo ignorant. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, you don't know no better. I mean, let me do his voice. You don't know no better.
Okay. This nigga is crazy.
It's the way you was raised. When I thought about it, I was homo ignorant. My family, it's some homophobic niggas. Like stupid shit homophobic.
Right.
Don't eat cottage cheese, nigga. They trying to get you used to the consistency, nigga. That's the gateway. You can be sucking dick. Keep fucking with the cheese if you want to. My family, they thought anything could make you gay.
Right.
My father was slightly accepting of it. I mean, when I first found out, because we have different moms, I called my dad. My dad was a heroin.
I think homo ignorance applies only when you have an individual that's given some new information and they are actively thinking about and reflecting on how they've been taught a whole bunch of homophobic things, and now they're reflecting on how much they've been taught and how much ignorance they've bought into. I think that once an individual doubles down on being homo ignorant, now you being homophobic and you being you feel me, negative. A lot of people want to play wordsmith when they hear the word homophobic, and they want to start talking about how phobic means fear, but it also means aversion. And a lot of y'all have a very, crazy aversions and discriminations and dispositions towards, what I'm saying, same gender loving people. And it makes it where you start to be voluntary ignorant. And I don't think that's a good type of ignorance, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, being willfully ignorant is something that, a lot of people buy into, especially when it's starting to rob them of the reality they was brought into, meaning, hey, only men sleep with women and only women sleep with men and men sleep with men and women sleep with women. That's abomination. That's gay. What he getting into is that how he was brought up gave him certain sentiments and certain stigma around gay, homosexuality, same gender loving, whatever you want to call it. And now he's thinking about the varying ways and varying people that had different acceptance and tolerance towards gay people and people that did not. And I think that it's an important conversation to think about, especially when the entire world is burning down against us and we have a bunch of fascists coming at us. It's a lot of people now. It's a lot of people that believe that they can insulate themselves from fascism if they engage in homophobia or homo negative thoughts. And it's like, they ain't how it working, man. Shout out to Donnell. Let the video finish.
He's been in DC, right? And I said, Dad, I think Chucky told me he was gay. And my father said, man, I knew what he was up to. Like being gay was up to something. Like he was doing being gay like this.
Like he was gangbanging.
Yeah.
Like he was gangbanging.
He said, this is my father. And I'm telling you, and this is why I knew thoughts had evolved. My brother's nigga, my father said, he said, man, that's a good nigga. A real street motherfucker, when you say, man, that's a good nigga, they mean it like they character.
Right.
And a whole bunch of other shit from my father say that. My father didn't even say I was a good nigga.
Going hell.
But this dick sucking nigga's a good nigga.
That's crazy.
What do it take to be a good nigga around here, Dad?
Hey, even though he did it in a comedic way, I think that he was deconstructing a lot of homophobia around acceptance. And I think that he was deconstructing a lot of ways that people buy into devaluing and demonizing people that are seen as being gay. A lot of men validate their masculinity and their manhood by being able to dominate other men. And typically, a man that is seen as being less masculine or more feminine, or a man that's seen as being gay, is usually the easy perspectives for men to go out there and prove their dominance, improve their manhood and masculinity. And I think when older men like Donnell comes out and talks about, you know what I'm saying, his gay brother, and talks about acceptance and being homo ignorant, I feel like it adds a lot of healthy things into the dialogue, because it gives us words to be able to describe a reality, but it's also done in good faith, man. I think that a lot of conversations and dialogue and content that happens on the internet these days, it's just not done in good faith. And as a result, the end product usually be some bad shit, or usually be something that was unproductive. And it's like, what are we doing with that, man? What are we doing with that? I had a conversation. I had the opportunity to be on Earn Your Leisure on the Blackout Report. Shout out to Ian and Rashad. And we were talking about anti-intellectualism. And I made a point about how individuals would deploy and weaponize their religious values or their religious beliefs in order to say anti-intellectualism is good, certain towards different identities. During Ian's conversation, when I was talking to Ian and Rashad on EYL on Earn Your Leisure, I was talking about it in terms of trans identities. I think that right now we see a bunch of anti-intellectualism that's deployed when it comes to thinking about gay identities. And I think that is just something that we should sit with, especially if you believe that you can prove your humanity to white supremacy, or prove that you much more of a man to the homies by engaging in some homophobic type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it is what it is. Let's see. That doesn't always work. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. One of my mentors. I've seen my gay brother whip asses. Hey, to be honest with you, I feel like the conversation right here is good, because it can get people to not buy into hypermasculinity. I've seen a lot of dudes engage in hypermasculinity and get their ass snap, crackled, and popped by a gay dude. I done seen many a gay men beat the hell out of a straight dude because they thought that it was really sweeter than what it really was. So, I'm hoping and praying that in having this conversation, that some young fella will not take for granted, or not try to play one of these young older people, man. It's like we don't need that at all. We do not need that to happen at all, because shit, man, acceptance and inclusivity, it matters a lot. And also, too, there's something I find crazy, is that men, especially men when they come to consciously, they'll always talk about tearing down black men tearing down black men. But when it comes to black men that are actually having, entire communities come in tearing them down, i.e. black men, I don't hear nobody talking about how black men should not be tearing each other down, especially when it comes to trivializing the masculinity or the manhood of a man that you believe is being gay. You feel me? I can't tell y'all how many times I've heard somebody deploy the idea of a black man tearing down a black man in a way to avoid accountability. We talking about, misogyny, or we talking about homophobia, and your go-to is, why you tearing down black men? You see an indictment towards oppression and an indictment towards a black man being oppressive as a engaging of black men tearing down black men. And that's what a lot of us, we disagree. You feel me? A lot of us disagree. And when it comes to intersectionality, a lot about gender, a lot about sexuality, I find that a lot of individuals that say, hey man, consciously know that guy's very smart in how he talks about race, white supremacy, anti-blackness. And I like all of the research and all of the books that he's read that is able to justify and able to give us these amazing analysis when it comes to race. But oh my God, the same research, the same books, when it comes to gender and sexuality, all of a sudden them boys become anti-book. All of a sudden, now the same way I was able to quantify facts in this way, now all of a sudden they become, negotiable. And what I know is that, man, a lot of dudes, same way, a lot of straight men appeal to other straight men, trying to get validation of other straight men at the expense of women. A lot of straight men try to appeal to other straight men and get validation by other straight men by appealing to homophobia and doing it at the expense of other gay men. And I feel like my masculinity, manhood, I ain't never had to prove I'm manly by dominating, talking shit about women or gay men or men that I perceive as being less masculine than me or men that I perceive as being more feminine than me. And I think that that is where a lot of the disconnect happens. Is that you believe a person is dishonoring their manhood and masculinity because they don't buy into homophobia the way that you do, because they don't buy into trivializing a man's masculinity the way that you do, because they feel like they're a little sweet. And because you still engage in these middle school like ideas around masculinity, around heteronormativity, around homosexuality, you believe it's a badge of honor to be homophobic. And you believe that individuals that don't engage in homophobia is all of a sudden doing something bad to you. And it's just like, man, it's real crazy. It's real crazy, man. Deshaun says, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to attack the LGBT, especially in trans community, as a distraction so that they can pass something else to keep us from voting. Oh, yeah, definitely. At this point, any and everybody that has so much outrage towards the LGBT community, I believe you've been masterfully hoodwinked and bamboozled, and these folks know how to put a battery in your back to get you to act in outrage. And while you are able to support, gay people being trivialized, gay people being marginalized, people being excluded, there's a lot of ways that white supremacists take your hatred towards gay people and fold it into doing shit that's anti your community. You feel me? I use the example all the time, thinking about how a lot of fat is added in the bills, in terms of not fat in terms of bodies, fat in terms of policy. And we know how this get added into a particular piece of legislation. A lot of y'all to get hoodwinked and bamboozled based off what's at the top of the bill. The top of the bill can have some homophobic shit and y'all to go for it because y'all hate the gays so much. But inside the bill, it'll talk about taking education from black children, taking Medicaid and Medicaid away from black people, and y'all to go for it. And it's just like, man, that's shit. That's bad. I think that's real bad, actually. And it is okay. It is okay for somebody to be able to live in peace, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness without them conforming to the way you buy into religion, or without them conforming to the way that you buy into, gender. And it's just like, man, we gotta stop doing that. I'm currently, for some reason, y'all, I'm on Restream. And what I learned from the last 2 weeks is that Restream is not showing me the TikTok comments. So I need, you say, does he have VODs for this? Do I have for the stream? What you mean VODs? I don't know what you mean by that. I guess Bummy. I don't know what you mean by that. But right now, I want to just give a friendly reminder, man. Hey, is my sister on here? Oni on here? Oni you on the live stream, Oni? If you're on the live stream, Oni, shoot me a text, sis. I shoot you the link, man. I shoot you the link. Somebody say I owe the Somali community an apology. What do I owe the Somali community apology for? Jay Clears, let me know. Tell me, please, because you were actually be in jail for a long time. But Donald Trump is going to have a panel. Oh, let's see. But Donald Trump is going to have a panel with all the world leaders, and Kamala Harris will get on it. And oh yeah, by the way, people's children are going to be owned by the state. I don't know what you talking about. People's children is already being owned by the state. Shout out to all the children living in foster care. Shit, the world that we live in is very, very crazy. Very, 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 very crazy. Shout out to all 100 of y'all that's on the live stream right now and TikTok. I can't see how many people on the live stream right now on Twitter as well. But shout out to everybody that's tuned into the live stream right now. I'm currently on Substack, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? 5 places at one time. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Homo ignorance. That's the word that we want to introduce into the lexicon, or where we want to introduce to the vocabulary. A lot of people want to play wordsmith when they hear the word homophobic. I ain't scared of nothing. I don't fear them. I don't fear no gay people. But okay, Mr. Bad Man. Homo ignorance. You know what I'm saying? When a person engages in ignorance around homosexual identities, I think that's a bar right there. It's like, I think that it's always good for us to learn new words, new terms, new concepts, and be able to apply them to reality. Because, Huey P. Newton said that power is the ability to define the phenomenon and make it act in a desired manner. And I think there's a phenomenon of homo ignorance. Some would even say willful homo ignorance that we should always be able to identify and call out when we see it. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we're gonna keep this production going. Next video we have, it's about the Epstein files, man. And I'm moving kind of fast, so maybe I'll get to the hater. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll get to the hater. Kenneth James Small says, when you gonna apologize about the brick lady? What I'll say before I play this video about the Epstein files, when it comes to this brick lady apology, I think that a lot of y'all, or for the lack of better terms, bitch ass niggas, and y'all have a selective moral outrage when it comes to what you think about accountability, when you think about convictions, when you come about thinking about truth. And that even though I've already issued 2 apologies at this point about Brick Lady and about her being convicted and about her not telling it how to go, a lot of y'all think this is an indictment towards the politics about saying we should believe women, or you think this is an indictment towards the reality of women being faced with violence when they reject men. So I think that a lot of y'all that say about apologies for Brick Lady, a lot of y'all already disagreed with me when it came to P. Diddy, who got convicted, that y'all thought was innocent. I ain't asking and begging y'all for no apologies. I ain't posting no mug shots of Puff Daddy. I ain't celebrating that Puff Daddy being locked up. Do I think that he's guilty? Yes, I think he's guilty. Am I acting like an immature man child when it comes to this man being convicted of abuse to women? No, I'm not. I haven't seen any of you anti-brick lady warriors talking about anybody issuing apologies when it comes to y'all advocating for the innocence of Tory Lanez. You advocated for the innocence of R. Kelly. Puff Daddy was convicted. You seen evidence of him hitting Cassie, and y'all still call her a lying bitch. She's a lying hoe. So now that y'all want to act like we're consciously, all of a sudden you care about truth, and all of a sudden when the justice system says a person is convicted of a crime, it means that they're guilty, and now we got to issue apology and accountability. Y'all full of shit. Y'all right now. I said this on live stream before. You feel me? Y'all want to engage in elementary gender wars. And you see the conviction of Rhoda Osmond, aka the Brick Lady, as a small victory in the battles of all the gender wars. I've never seen a bunch of grown men want to center themselves and play victim because a person on social media said we should believe Black women. And I've never seen so many grown men feel like they owed an apology. I think this man he consciously should give me an apology because as a Black man, shut your bitch ass up, man. If you justify a Black woman being hit because you feel like she hit a man first, I think you a sucker. And I don't even care to appeal to your morals, your ethics. I don't like you. You don't like me. I think you a sucker. You think I'm a sucker. Now, what do we do with this? What do we do with this? I think that if a grown-ass man get hit by a grown woman and that grown man has to pick up an object to hit this woman, he a hoe. He a hoe. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. I find it very funny and contradictory that a whole group that believe that Tory Lanez is innocent, believe that P. Diddy is innocent, believe that R. Kelly is innocent, believe that Bill Cosby is innocent, all of a sudden when a person is found guilty, you want to spin the block for victory. Consciously, when you're going to update us about the Brick Lady, you just want an opportunity to troll. You don't give a damn about nothing when it comes to accountability and facts and truth, because if you did, you would have had more energy when it comes to P. Diddy line. I ain't seen nobody apologize. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Black women. I know I think all of y'all some lying assholes. And I seen the footage of Cassie leaving. You trying to leave, and Diddy pulled him back in there with a towel in. So I want to, y'all ain't doing that. And guess what? Nobody's asking y'all and begging y'all to give an apology because Tory Lanez got convicted of Meg Thee Stallion shooting her, and y'all said that she was a lying hoe. So y'all still support Tory Lanez, and he got convicted. But you want to look at me crazy because I still want to support Ro? Listen, man, y'all, we disagree. You feel me? I think y'all some bitch ass niggas. Y'all think I'm a bitch ass nigga. What do we do about this now? What do we do about this now? I seen a man crash out. And as a matter of fact, let me see. Let me see if the video still. Let me see if the video passed the test. It did. Let's see, man. I'm talking about. I seen this man crashing out before I even get to the Epstein files. Let me show y'all this one right here. That actually kind of tickled me. If I'm gonna be real, it tickled me because I've never felt so flattered to have grown ass men crashing out on the internet because a stranger on the internet disagree with them. Mr. Woods, man, you get your little 2 seconds of fame. Because really all it be is that a lot of y'all be itching to have some attention from Conscious Lee. You feel me? You want to be as disrespectful, as rude, as condescending as you can be because you want some attention. You feel me? For a lot of y'all to be anti-sex worker and anti-hoe, y'all show love being attention hoes when it comes to certain men. You disagree. I think that you would spend your time, effort, and energy better on one of them red pill, blue pill, Andrew, Kevin, Samuels lights type dudes that are really benefit from your attention. Everything I have around me, everything I benefit from around me, it ain't got nothing to do with some hating anti-brick lady. I think consciously is a simp pander. It ain't got nothing to do with that. But let's see the man, see this video, man. Everybody want a piece of Lee, man. We gonna talk about this dude right here. I'm flattered. Like, I know when I got boys crashing out on the internet like this, I know I'm doing something right. Y'all ready? He finna start strong now. Yeah. Hey, y'all ready? When I tell you, like, I got grown men pressed on the internet. In this video, he about to play victim. He about to have some emotionally evoking music. He gonna talk about my ass, literally. Here it is.
I'm about to tell y'all why I think Conscious Lee is a bitch that goes to sleep with a wet ass every night. Because what happened?
Hey, the opening was so strong, but so like, hold on. You really said that, and you really thinking about my ass that much? There's a man, I'm telling you, man.
Niggas standing for something or falling for anything. Whether you right or fucking wrong, people know that you got integrity and that you on the side of the truth. So if you wrong, you can get the information and you can switch your disposition.
And this is the part right here, how I know these boys gaslighting, man. Nigga, you don't give a damn about no integrity. And I find it funny that these sleazeballs with no morals and ethics is trying to come at me about integrity, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about this man right here opened up. He has a wet ass. And sir, you are crying on the internet as a grown man, talking about consciously must got an APAC agreement with black women. I'm gonna get to the irony of that statement after this video is done. But these are the type of individuals that make me feel so flattered because I have rented out a mansion in your head where I'm just taking up real estate in your space, where somehow on your temple, consciously can be minding his business. And I got these type of people right here. Hey, you would have sworn that I didn't bought his wife some flowers or something. Or you would have sworn that I spit in his mama cereal or something. You feel me? It's like, why, Poppy? Why, Mr. Woods?
But at the end of the day, you stood for something and what you thought was the right fucking thing. Niggas like Conscious Lee, who sit up here and go whatever direction the bitches blow him in, whatever direction a bitch wig blowing.
He go whichever way the bitches blow. It's like the irony in this is just so mind-boggling. Because when he made this video, it was obvious he was looking for the validation of other men and seeing which other one of you niggas hate consciously. It's like, I went to school with niggas like this in high school and in college. Hey, you can try to rally the troops all you want to, but it's not gonna change what the truth is, and it's not gonna change how you be how you lane. Like it won't change it at all. It won't.
And that's the direction he going in. You a coward, nigga. You solve nothing. You only cater to the psychosis of women. All of these niggas who defend black women, no matter what they do, you ever notice that they behave like men aren't human either?
Have you ever noticed that they behave like men aren't human either? This don't, to me, it's projection. The bitch is coming from inside the house, man. The call coming from inside the house. The irony of I'm gonna let the video finish.
Oh, why do men want an apology for their brick lady? You called us bullet bags, bitch.
Hey, Buddy's so hurt and want to be victim so bad. He's accusing me of saying I said a black man was a bullet bag, a body bag. He talking about my homegirl who's also apologized for this. So niggas just wanna be hurt. Like it's like you talking like a high school, middle school kid, like my boy, you know what I'm saying, the plug said right here, and it's like, what did you want out of this, man? And then it's like, Mr. Woods, I know you're Mr. Woods. If we ever ran into each other, fam, I hope you stay on your side of the street or you lacing your shoes up, man. Because there is no way, no way you didn't say this with your whole chest the way you didn't say it and think it's not gonna be smoke. I'm talking about I got a grown man, you feel me? He talking, he should be going to holler at his barber. It should look a little whopped. You know what I'm saying?
And you on here defending what these hoes saying? You don't see an issue with why the niggas is upset.
I feel sorry for his mama. I feel sorry for his mama. I feel sorry for his auntie. I feel sorry for his grandma because I know for a fact they did not raise him to be a bitch ass nigga on the internet to say it with his whole chest. Man, he believed these hoes. He believed these. Like, I know for a fact the women around him did not raise him to be like this. And I don't even know this man. But I know for a fact his people didn't raise him like this, man. A lot of y'all got bullied by other men when y'all was kids. You got bullied by other men when you was in your early teens. And now you still trying to heal that little boy inside of you by trying to get validation of men that would have rejected you when you was a little kid. And that's the reason why he thought this video was going to hit. I don't want to hear nothing about integrity that comes from a whole bunch of people that always already disagreed and felt that consciously was simping and pandering. Hey, man, put Sir Pimpin' Lee, Sir Pandering Lee, Sir Simping Lee. You know what I'm saying? You calling me a happily married man, a simping or a panderer is like, these is high school insults, man. I used to be a 9th and 10th grade English teacher. You know what my 9th and 10th grade English students would do? The boys would do? The freshman, sophomore boys would do? Call each other simps. Deshaun Stallings, I think you're right. He might have got bullied by women. You feel me? It's just like, well, niggas always like, sir.
You don't see an issue with why black men is feeling like, damn, why the fuck our women can't wait to, what the fuck?
And that's what the gaslighting and out lies. Y'all think Rhoda Osmond, the brick lady, being found guilty means that you can negate the reality of women being faced with violence when they reject men. A bunch of you lame ass, weird ass niggas will actually respond in violence when a woman shoots you down. And you will ignore every instance of a man lying about what actually happened, and you don't care about truth and you don't care about lies then. But as soon as you feel like you got a woman in an aha gotcha moment, y'all act like white people. Can I acknowledge that there have been niggas that have lied about police brutality? Sure. Can I acknowledge there have been niggas that have made false accusations about racism? Sure. Does this mean that you negate the reality of police brutality or negate the reality of racism because you feel like a couple niggas lied? No. Now y'all trying to act like we gonna ignore the reality of gender violence because we believe this one woman said. Y'all did the same thing with Carly Russell. Black woman says she's abducted. Truth come out, she lied about being abducted. Instead of y'all sitting with the reality and the legacy about how women actually have a reality of Black women being abducted, how Black women are actually at disproportionate rates being picked up off the streets, missing Black women, nobody batting an eye. Can we deny that reality because Carly Russell lied? Do you know how many stories of women giving fake numbers because some weird ass nigga don't? Man, y'all better, man, find somebody
Like,
to
and
play
you
with,
sitting up
man.
here playing these both sides, nigga. Pick a side. Whether you right or wrong, people will respect your energy. People will inspect your integrity and your intent. You not respect worthy because niggas know whatever women is, you get paid by women. Your bills is paid by women, nigga. So you have to be, you bitches treat you like you're worse than what's his name? Floyd Mayweather in Israel. You Floyd and the bitches is Israel.
Man, I'm talking about every day. Every day, it's a grown man making a video like that and feeling like they was cooking with it. And it's all because I made a stance they didn't like when it comes to violence towards women. They like footage came out of Cassie being drugged back into a hotel room. And then the whole entire trial, men said that Cassie was a lying asshole. And if she wanted to leave, she could have left. And she was only staying there because she was financially benefited. And they watched surveillance film of her being drugged back into the room. I had a conversation on Ole and Friends, great conversation with some very amazing people that I feel like y'all should go check out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Max. Shit, and I was able to really explore and go down the rabbit hole about all of the specifics when it comes to the Brick Lady conversation. If you haven't checked it out yet, definitely go to Ole and Friends, check it out. But what I realized is niggas be lying. I've been knowing this though. You feel me? Like a part of the man code is to always have your boys back, even if he lying. Right or wrong, true or false, I'm riding with him. You feel me? Even when it comes to niggas that's not in the streets, you would still uphold snitching politics when it comes to your homeboy upholding your lie to your girl or your wife. I don't want to hear shit about niggas that hold that up and then come by. He's like, man. Listen, if this bothers you and it robs you of peace, block me. Block me. Say, play a clip from that episode with Ole. Okay, I got you. I got you, man. I go to a random spot, you feel me, or play a little bit of the beginning of it, man. But I realized though, fam, like, hey, we just disagree. And because so many of y'all is self-centered, y'all can't live with the fact of somebody disagreeing with you.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
We're going to sensationalize this instance where we believe this woman completely lied to indict the overall reality for how women particularly face violence when they reject a man. At what point can a man be the victim?
So which one is it? We only care about language that's happening towards Black men. We only care about violence that's happening towards Black men.
The conversation and the discourse that took place as a result of the video she made was that, oh, Black men don't protect Black women.
You will never, ever, ever get me to feel bad for believing someone who comes forward and says that they were assaulted by a man.
Getting the criminal justice system involved, it's just way beyond the scope of what the criminal justice system is for.
Hello, beautiful Black people.
Hello.
Yeah. Say more than that. What's going on?
To the audience, if you're new here,
Hey, to the people on TikTok, no, this is not a recording. This is a live stream. Unfortunately, the way that this feature that I'm using right now is set up, it doesn't allow for me to see the TikTok comments in real time. So I have to go over to the TikTok app on my phone right here. You might see my phone going dead. to see the live stream, to see the comments. Right now though, because so many people keep on asking me about the brick lady, keep on asking why you ain't talking about it, keep on asking for the updates. We can be real and say the reason why you want to update is because you want to troll. You already seen the update. That's the reason why you come into my comment section. That's the reason why you're on this live stream. That's the reason why you asking about the brick lady, because you seen she was convicted. And you want to have your aha gotcha moment. You want to spin the block, you feel me, after she got charged and she got, you know, that's what you want to do. You feel me? But the idea that I'm scared of anybody, the idea that I'm scared of any conversation or any issue is now starting to be funny and laughable. So now I'm just showing a little bit of a clip. You feel me? I might let like 5 minutes play. You feel me? I might let 5 minutes play just to uniquely piss off the Rhoda Osmond brick lady haters, because so many of them is so bothered. You feel me? With all the things going on in the world, folks losing food stamps, Donald Trump trying to take away rights and food stamp, Medicaid, Medicare, education. Y'all concerned with this black woman being convicted, and that's what you care about. That's what you care about. So for all those haters particularly,
welcome to Ole and Friends. This is a podcast, not a panel. This is not academia, nor are we the moral police. Every week we have friendly, nuanced discussions about the pop culture events of the week with like-minded people who have different perspectives, and we invite you to be a fly on the wall as we have those conversations. You are not going to agree with everyone, and that is okay because you are not supposed to. But you do have to respect my show and my guests. Now, let me tell you why I've gathered you all here today.
Now, I ain't gonna play. See, I'm gonna play about 5 minutes. You feel me? I just want y'all to see a little bit. You know what I mean? I know Damo is probably what you was talking about, but I'm playing. I'm gonna play a little of this clip. I'm gonna end this live today by getting into the Epstein files. I'm just gonna play a little bit of this, man. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on Substack. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in to the weekly Research over Mesearch live stream. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We have conversations. I haven't had me a debate yet, but we have conversations so far. Still looking for my first debater on the live stream. But shout out to everybody that's tuned in.
Yes, I gotta have a spiel now. Okay, we're changing the culture. Like, about 2 years ago now, I would say, and I'll probably like conscious take this, but about 2 years ago, there was an incident on social media where a woman who's now been referred to as the brick lady ever since, she put out a video saying that a black man hit her with a brick because she had denied his advances, and that all the other black men in the area didn't do anything to intervene and to help her, which of course on our internet turned into a huge gender war thing because people were speaking about black women. Black men were also like speaking about their experiences and saying, oh, yes, this is a thing where they're not defended, X, Y, Z. This turns into a gender war thing. Then it comes out, she gets arrested by Houston PD, who claim that she committed fraud because they say that she had started a GoFundMe. And they said that they had surveillance footage that showed that she was not hit by a brick. She was hit by a water bottle, but it was after she hit him first, which then turned into a whole thing with the internet. Oh, you see, you know, like, so that's obviously. Then the other day, it recently came out that she was convicted. She got a wow sentence. What was it, Conscious? What was the specifics?
She got convicted of theft for $42,000. That's the money that she raised and the
that they didn't let her get, right? And the GoFundMe didn't they?
No, that she did get. That she did
never
get,
got.
That she did get. No, she did get. That's the reason why they were able to charge her with theft, because then they had an investigator that went and was able to track the funds that she had, and they said because she was paying for Ubers and Lyfts.
Are you defending that the sentence that she got
is not like shown to us, and we're all making assumptions obviously about what could have happened or what didn't happen, but I mean, something clearly happened in which this woman left this incident with a fracture in her face that's like gigantic.
No, that's not determined. No, listen.
Yes, it did happen. She was with her. She was with her friend. She was with her friend, who also corroborated the fact that he threw something at her, and then after that, they went to the hospital, and she had this fracture in her face. Like, that is a direct. The injury of her face is a direct correlation to the bottle being thrown at her. And it could have been a metal water bottle. It could have been full. I mean, and this is a grown man using all of his strength to throw this at this woman. So
he had a knee-jerk reaction, though, right? Again.
But again, we don't know what happened with their interaction.
I'm talking about, do y'all hear this? You got grown ass men that always already believe that men are inherently stronger than women. Now trying to justify a grown man hitting a woman because they believe the woman hit him first, and that justifies him picking up an object and hitting her with it. To the point where they went in full-blown conspiracy theories. She had a mask on in the club. She injected her face with saline because she had set up this in the, like, do y'all hear yourself? But I get it though. Y'all the same people that believe Diddy was trying to buy NBC or ABC, and that's the reason why he on there. It's like, you know. But hey, in keeping the programming going along, the Epstein files is back in the mainstream in a major way. It kind of never left, but you know, apparently there was some emails that got dropped. These emails with some bombshells that showed that Donald Trump, in fact, had conversations with Jeffrey Epstein, and in fact showed that he had that not only did he had a conversation with Jeffrey Epstein, but that he was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein's victims at Jeffrey Epstein's house. And of course, you know what I'm saying, this has caused a lot of uproar, especially for people that remember everything that we was told about Hillary Clinton's emails, and how Hillary Clinton's emails damn near shit made it where she couldn't even be president because of them damn emails. So now we got some emails back into the forefront. Hold on, let's see. Make sure I got this right. Now we got the emails back into the, you know what I'm saying, the forefront. And we seeing that Donald Trump's emails don't get the same energy that them Hillary Clinton emails got. And shit, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna play the clip first, then I'll give you my thoughts on it.
Sure. I have your statement about the new Epstein emails that have been released by House Democrats. Separate from why you believe the emails were made public, can you address their substance? Did the president ever spend hours at Jeffrey Epstein's house with a victim?
These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. And what President Trump has always said is that he was from Palm Beach, and so was Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein was a member at Mar-a-Lago until President Trump kicked him out because Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile, and
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Like, in Damo, I'm curious to hear your perspective on this, man. Feel free to, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna send you the link. Max, send them the link for me, Max. I don't think this Epstein file shit gonna do anything. I think they blowing up a lot of smoke up our ass, and people are talking about the Epstein files. But I think even if they release and Donald Trump's name is in there 1,000 times, and we got evidence of him sleeping in the bed with one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, I don't think it's gonna do nothing. You feel me? I feel like if 34 felonies didn't change the supporters' minds, if him being convicted of a civil sexual assault against a woman, of him talking about grabbing pussies, of him having service members, you know what I'm saying, convicted of touching children, and they ain't nothing for him, I don't think him being in the Epstein files gonna do anything. I just want to call MAGA bluff out on this one. Like, I don't think y'all really care about kids like that. I don't think y'all care about pedophiles like that. You know? And now, Square, I don't know what happened. I ain't deleting no comments though. But like, I don't know, man. The Epstein files right now is something to me seeming like a lot of political theater, and I just don't know what to do with what would come of it. Like, I feel like the Epstein files will come out 72 hours. It'll be big news, and then Donald Trump or a new episode of Love Island to come out, and then everybody will forget about the Epstein files, and then the midterm election to come around, and when people should be thinking about the midterm election, when people should be thinking about the Epstein files and thinking about what politicians made where we didn't get them, it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter at all. So for me, it's like, well, what is all this energy supposed to be doing? At this point, I feel like shit. Democrats, Republicans, your favorite actor from the 90s, Your favorite celebrity person that you worshipped in the early 2000s, they probably on the Epstein list. Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton. Shit, I didn't heard Chris Tucker and goddamn Naomi Campbell name being thrown on the Epstein list. I just think that at this point, it's just something for us to distract ourselves and thinking that this will stop the dictator from being a dictator. This will stop the fascist from being a fascist. This will stop the dictator and fascist supporters from supporting. And to me, it won't do that. And to me, it just feel like we just having a whole bunch of uproar and hoopla about nothing. About nothing. Donald Trump is a liar. He's such a liar that even when people know he's lying, people still don't care and they still believe him. How many times have we been told, the Republicans have told, how many times have Democrats told us that Donald Trump is a liar and the Republicans are a liar? And then these folks went with a word of mouth promise to open up the government. So it don't really matter. Like I maybe I don't know if it's the pessimist in me, but it's like, man, I don't think this Epstein files is gonna make this man resign. I don't think that the Epstein, like, just think about it. He can't run for re-election. So if he can't run for re-election, what's really the consequences, repercussions of him being in the Epstein files? It's gonna mess up his legacy. He don't care about that. Like, he don't care about that. We got right here. Say Governor Gavin Newsom, former chief of staff, was arrested in the FBI public probation pro. It's like, to me, it's just so much shit that's going on, man. That it's like I don't know what to do with this. See right here. I really don't think they're gonna do anything about the Epstein files. Absolutely nothing. You're right. Yeah, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, like, what we live in a 24-hour news cycle, and when the news really juicy, maybe it'll be circulating for 72 hours. You feel me? But other than that, man, shit ain't gonna, man. I'm talking about Donald Trump has mastered media in such a way. He know that if y'all start paying attention to something too much, he know how to cause a distraction. And because he's the president of the United States, man, he can go outside and scratch his ass and say the sky's green. Take the distraction away. Yo.
Yo, what up? Can you hear me? I'm getting my camera and shit straight, but you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So yeah. Bro, here's the thing, man. We and listen, we operate out of school with Afro pessimism. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not the type to run around with faith and belief in the system. But I do think that there's a difference between having faith and belief in the system and maintaining this like levels of criticism and these level of ethics and things that we should definitely be outraged by. You feel me? Because it's like, even though we can look and be like, man, do we think the federal government, do we think the people are tapped in enough to be able to do something about with the Epstein shit? Unless it's like smoking gun. Like you got some people saying that this is like a smoking gun, which I feel is a bit premature. But I think the smoking gun is when the Justice Department admitted that Trump was in the files. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like, to me, it's like it didn't.
You know what I'm saying? So, but where I got to push back against what you're saying right now is that we still need to be outraged. We still need to say, you know what I'm saying?
I'm outraged, but I feel like my outrage ain't gonna do shit. I'm being real with you. My outrage, I feel like my outrage is like, I feel like it's like null and void. I don't know what it gets me.
And I hate to pull out the plantation analogy, right?
Pull it, please.
But niggas looked at running away. It was like, what running away gonna do? What leaving gonna do? What learning how to read gonna do? It's when you in the situation, it's always difficult to say, well, what is it gonna do about me with me feeling this way? What is it gonna do about me pushing back? What is it gonna do about me speaking up and saying whatever? But at the end of the day, that's how everything changed.
Yeah.
Nothing like change always begins with this type of pushback. You know what I'm saying? Like even the comment was like, yeah, like everybody's always like, yeah, we knew that, and we should do something about it. and not even taking a shot at her. You know what I'm saying? But just like that's just That's the energy though. Like, and we should call this shit out, and we should be on top of his head, and we need to make sure pedophilia and this, that. That's the end is always something should be done. Because if we get so desensitized to where we feel as if nothing, like it's like it is what it is. It's just kind of, it's like, yeah, that for sure means nothing's gonna happen. As long as we desensitize to the point where we're just like, well, you know, we know Trump. That's what we used to. Nothing's gonna happen. Period. It has to be, even though I'm pessimistic about the ability for the institutions that we operate under currently to hold somebody like Trump accountable, because we've seen them fail to hold Trump accountable for all type of shit. If we being for real, we still need to keep the outrage. We still need to be pissed. Right, like when we talk about what James Baldwin talked about and being, you know, conscious and aware and always being angry. You feel me? Like that's a part of it. Like we should never abandon what we consider to be social morals and ethics, because that's how that shit starts to deteriorate. The reason we get to Donald Trump in the first place is because niggas is like, oh, everything's the same. Everybody, there's two wings of the same bird. And, you know what I'm saying? Like two sides of the same coin. And we get so caught up in this reductionist ass, you know what I'm saying, logic and this reductionist rhetoric to just reduce everything down to I don't like it. Like it could be, we could both say we don't like neither parties. But there's a uniqueness to why we don't like Democrats, and there's a uniqueness to why we don't like conservatives. We could talk about issues. We could talk about issues with liberal and conservative white people, but there are issues that we have that we have with liberals, and there are issues that we have with conservatives. And when we just reduce it down to, well, it's just what we don't like, we lose the ability for critical analysis, to be able to identify specifically what it is that we have a problem with. Because most people that talk about politics and what they got a problem with in politics can't explain the shit that they for real got a beef with.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
That's how Donald Trump get put in a position to be able to elevate Kash Patel. That's how he get put in a position to be able to elevate Pam Bondi.
Man, you cooking now. I wanted to say maybe messing up the clips now. You feel me?
Oh, my fault.
We need some chop up clips. I was about to bother you and Toya about this anyway.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I'm in the middle of doing homework. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah. I got to speak on it. You was getting a little, you know, I ride with the pessimism, but you was getting a little bit too pessimistic,
bro. Like even I agree with what you're saying. I just still feel like the people that's supposed to me, it's like the people that has the authority and power to make sure something happens. I don't think it's gonna do shit. It's like I feel like the Trump supporters is still gonna support Trump. And to me, that's the issue. That Trump has supporters.
But we are starting to see that deteriorate, though. We are starting to see, like, people. The first time around, Trump didn't really do nothing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? The first time around, it was, you know, it was a lot of, it was a lot of Russia hoax and election issues, and you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of, it wasn't as impactful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Trump fucked up the GDP in his first term. You know what I'm saying? So we can look at things that he did but the impact, like the detrimental impact on his second term is how we is much higher than the detrimental impact of his first term. But the problem wasn't that his first term didn't have any detrimental impact. The problem was that we allowed Joe Biden to come in as like the savior, and then when niggas realized he wasn't really the savior, that's what made Trump possible again. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be the trending thing, kind of like how APAC and
hey, hold on real fast. Cesar, I see you on TikTok. I'm gonna be upfront with you right now. I just dropped the link on my Twitter page for you to hop on here if you want to. But I'm gonna let you know right now. I done seen some of the comments you putting on, and I gotta create boundaries with a lot of you niggas because y'all got beside yourself. If you hop on this motherfucker talking about some yapping, you feel me? Or you hop in here on some bullshit, I'm going to encourage you to keep on doing what you're trying to do from your own platform. Because a lot of y'all be thirsting and saying a whole bunch of bullshit and nonsense because you want my attention. And then you get my attention and you get a little platform, a little visibility, and you go off the rails. So what I would say, if you're trying to have a good faith conversation or you're trying to add something of value to the conversation, go to Twitter. Twitter has a link. You can go to YouTube or you go to Facebook where it's also being live streamed. Go to the comment section and that link is dropped in there. But you hop in here on that bullshit, booting you out. Just to be clear, booting you out. Because you're the only person on TikTok right now that's thirsting for my attention. You ain't get off here and get Bring your ass on here. But you come with that bullshit, gone. What you
Bro,
saying?
you know, they just want to talk to you, Lee. That's all.
I've
They just want to talk to you.
that a lot of these dudes really just be fans in disguise. You know what I'm saying? You really you just want to talk. You just want to interact. You know what I mean? And instead of you just being real and wanting to engage and interact, you just go about different weird ways of being disrespectful, being rude, throwing out insults, and you think that's gonna get you what you want. When the whole time all gonna get you is done is ignored, or you're gonna fuck around and find out this ain't what you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, bro, nah, niggas just want to be able to say that they yelled at consciously, bro. Don't.
I swear to God. Hey,
Yeah, I'm saying.
Past 5 years.
But yeah, so it's there. You make me lose my
Nah, what you were saying though is that with the Epstein files, if we have this just like this I guess this nihilism or this inherent pessimism that says that ain't shit gonna happen about it, so we shouldn't care about it, or nothing happened about it, so what? That you feel like that is what leads to nothing happening. You feel me? In like that desensitization to, like, I guess I ain't gonna say I guess being desensitized to violence towards children and being desensitized towards like pedophilic violence. It's definitely bad. I just feel like the Trump supporters have showed me, and the government has showed me that like the values and ethics and morals that we have, they ain't got them.
bro. But the diehard Trump supporters wasn't the people that got him elected, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that's willing to look at the Epstein shit and be like, well, I don't, you know, that's a Democrat hoax. But that ain't what the people that got him elected. You know what I'm saying? Like that's 20-25%, at most 30% of his base. You know what I'm saying? Like the core Trump supporters. The people that got him elected were the people who were normalized to the bullshit partisan rhetoric that was, man, but see, y'all always talking about the Republicans, but these Democrats, man, nigga, Hillary Clinton, super predators, and Joe Biden said you're not black, and it was more of the trending nature of tearing down Democrats. Like when tearing down Democrats became popular, is what normalized Trump to regular people. You know what I mean? And now we starting to see when you look at, bro, the fact that Donald Trump's Labor Department was like, hey, we don't like these numbers, so we ain't putting this shit out no more. That shit is frightening, right? Like when going into this the 2024 election, you had niggas that was like, well, Donald Trump had record unemployment and Donald Trump had you can't say that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, it ain't none of the bullshit that niggas attempted to stand on. And so then as we like kind of close out the first year of his second term, a lot of the shit niggas stood on when it came to Trump, you cannot. And the Epstein shit, I feel like is the closing of the casket. Because
I mean, I can see it, man. I have seen a bunch of people from MAGA kind of flipping out, being like, you lied to us. But in my mind, it's like y'all was lied to the first time too, and y'all didn't care. So I don't know what it'd be unique of y'all being lied to now. Y'all been lied to the entire.
Nah, but they didn't lie. You gotta understand, he lied to them about they conspiracy shit. That's what, because to them, lying about like campaign promises, that's kind of normalized, right? Like we know that like half the shit. And let me see if I can get my and we cussing, right? Like I ain't how far we in.
I've been cussing the whole time.
Yeah.
In fact, I've been cussing so much. I just went on and like really standing on it. Hey, all of the anti-brick lady, I think they some bitch ass niggas. It's like just
straight bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, y'all bitch ass niggas. Like y'all think a woman hitting a man justifies a man hitting a woman with an object? You a hoe. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Like you can try to get involved in the social media politics of what. Nah, you think that it was cool and justifiable for a man to hit a woman with an object? Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, even though she did get caught lying, but you know, it's still.
And to me, it's like this: do you think women that lie should be hit?
Nah, not at all.
And that's literally what it come down to. It's like, to me, it's like, hey, like pointing out that she lied and being mad that and still pointing out that she was hit. If that's it's just like crazy. And then even this, she lied. If you watch that whole Old Friends episode, it's like her lying. How some of them made it convinced, like, man, you still got a point there. Like, did she lie actually? Because she said that she turned down a number. The police surveillance showed there was an altercation that happened that had verbally happened, and that verbally something happened that she slapped him. We don't know what he said that made her slap him. We don't know what happened. We don't know. We know that the surveillance footage showed, you feel me, that some words were exchanged. She hit him, he hit her back with a bottle. You feel me? This doesn't necessarily disagree with her story, but for namesake, let's say she lied. Does her lying justify being hit with an object? I don't think it does.
Right, but that's giving them niggas more ammo. Hold on, I'm about to. I got my camera. I got my camera right. So I'm gonna go out. I'm come back in.
We all got ammo. We all got ammo. You feel me? Shit. But when they feel like they start having ammo, they ain't start making ammo over here. You feel me? They ain't started making it over here.
We good? All right, yeah, we in.
Good. Let's see what this person's talking about, man. Let's see what we talking about, man.
Want to see what we talking about?
Yeah, man. What's on your mind, man? What's your beef, man?
All right, man. What's on my mind is the power of peace. You said, what's my beef? I honestly don't have a beef. I feel like I just got done listening to people talk about rapper fatigue, and I've been hearing like black fatigue and all people just throwing the word fatigue around. I do some running. I'm into like martial arts and stuff like that, as you can tell. But as an MC myself, I don't really have that fatigue. I don't have no beef with mumble rappers or the drill rappers or street rappers. People that talk.
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm gonna come back to you because right now we thought you were talking about politics. I thought you had some, you know what I'm saying. Do you have anything about the Epstein files, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're getting into
right
now when it comes to what Trump got going on.
Understand, as a master of ceremony, that's where I would differ in my expertise, is because I would much rather talk about you and how me as a 32-year-old, I can remember watching you some years ago with brother T. Nathan.
He dropped out.
He dropped out. What was talking about? What was talking about?
The Epstein shit. The Epstein shit. Oh no, we was talking about like what people get used to, like how shit get normalized. And yeah, bro, I think that I think the Trump supporters. I think this is something where you can actually say that he started to lose a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? That kind of moderate support. Like the podcast bros, like the white podcast bros, ain't really feeling the Epstein shit. You got Joe Rogan, who's coming out repeatedly saying like, "Damn, he lied." You feel me? Because a lot of the things that people cared about that voted for Donald Trump literally had nothing to do with policy.
Yep.
At all. Didn't have shit to do with with his impact on the economy. Didn't have nothing to do with. It was all about the culture war. And Donald Trump, to most white conservatives, to most people,
too. People point out your mic ain't on. It's echoing.
My mic ain't on.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Also, Jackie says Damo too fine. Damo's married.
Yeah, she's trying to give me a joke. All right, I switched it up. This should be better now, right?
Yeah, it's better now for sure.
But no, yeah. So it's a lot of the shit that people cared about had nothing to do with politics. So as long as he was riding the culture war line, he was he was a representation of all of the bullshit that America has to deal with woke culture and cancel culture. Like Donald Trump is a reflection of overcoming woke culture. You know what I'm saying? And as a part of overcoming woke culture, Epstein had a lot to do with it. When you get up there and you say that the Epstein files are on my desk to be reviewed and to be dispersed, and then you actually look at the Epstein files and see his name through it and be like, well, it ain't even really nothing there like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's like, hold up. I only voted for this nigga because of the Epstein files. Because that him and JD Vance and Cash Patel went on a whole tour talking about they was releasing the Epstein files. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. It's like, do I think that it's gonna cause Donald Trump to be impeached? I don't think that. But I'm pushing the dialogue, though. I'm pushing the conversation. I'm on top of it.
Yeah,
and everybody that come talking about some, man, they all, so what? Let's get them all out of there. Fuck it. So what? We got issues with all of them. But what about them Democrats that's in there too? Round them up. Gee, give me their names.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. And I mean, and let's not act like it's not the Democrats that's like, let's push it. Let's open it up. Let's do this vote. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it out. So even if they willing to throw themselves under the bus in order to get that shit out, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that's against the release of files that like Epstein is like the name Epstein itself is synonymous with pedophilia. So like that's what all the entire representation of pedophilia in the United States and rich people going to islands and doing weird shit is summed up by the name Epstein. We have an opportunity to be completely transparent. This government has an opportunity to be completely transparent about what it knows. Because I don't know, did you tell the audience about how they not even the shit that was released from the Democrats today didn't even come from the Justice Department? It came from the Trump. It came from the Epstein estate. Like Epstein, the people in control of the Epstein estate are providing Democrats with yeah. So like, hey, do we think he gonna get impeached because of it? No, but I'm pushing it.
Straight up, man.
I'm pushing it. Shit. Straight
up. Okay, so that's a different perspective, man. That's why I knew, like, okay, I know I'm about to say something. I feel like in my mind, if it's too dogmatic, it's like, man, let me holler at Damo and see what he, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Man, you know.
Yeah, bro. I feel like we've been hurt by this, everything is the same and everything sucks and everything is bad. Like we've been defanged as a people. You know what I mean? Like revolutionary praxis nowadays is not doing nothing. Why we even talking about this? Because of the, why we even, nigga, if you don't want to talk about it, bye. But it's a whole collective of people that's having a conversation about how wrong this is. You can sit back and talk about how it's normal and all that other shit, all like with somebody else. But change makers, people who are invested in seeing a different world, seeing a different society, like, nah, they talking about it. They talking about it.
For sure. I think that being a pessimistic revolutionary sometimes can make it where it's like, yeah, fuck all this shit. And it'd be like, sometimes it's not the most productive thing.
Yeah. So, but what you have next on the agenda though, bro?
Shit, that really was the last thing. Let's see what else I had on here. Let's see. Let's see. My sister, I see Seisha done hopped on this mug. Let's see. Oh, the last thing I had was this federal ban on this THC shit, bro. Like, it's the last thing I had on here. Hold on, I'm putting it up right now. It seemed like, man, the tobacco industry and the alcohol industry, I know here in Texas, specifically the alcohol industry here in Texas was starting to get hit by all the Delta 8, Delta 9, all that shit was starting to get hit by it. So shit, hey, them boys then went and paid for the lobbyists, and now they literally trying to make it where federally all that Delta 9, Delta 10, all the little gummies and shit back to being illegal. You seen that?
Yeah, I did. And this is where I feel like oh yeah, go ahead, play the video.
Well, a THC ban is coming to America in 5, 4, 3. So the Senate just passed what I call an extinction level event for the hemp industry. So it's a federal THC ban that's set to wipe out $30 billion in products. And you can bet that the House going to go right along and nod their heads like bobbleheads on a damn dashboard. This move is going to recriminalize hemp-derived products. You know, that stuff that some people using, the Delta 8s, the CBDs, all that stuff gonna be gone. Now, it was legalized back in 2018 under the Farm Bill. So your local smoke shop, your gas station gummies, the online orders, that's about to be gone. Call your representatives, because if it passes the House, it's lights out for your local businesses. That Freedom Party that you keep voting for just told you what freedom means. Freedom is only what they define it to be. Now, they say these restrictions are about safety, but I say they're about controlling cash. Every time something becomes profitable for regular people. The government swoops in like a jealous ex. Like if I can't have you, nobody can. So when your pain kicks in and you can't get your CBD oil, remember who banned it. The same people preaching small government. Turns out they only want it small enough to fit in your bloodstream and your bank account.
Spit in your bloodstream in your bank account. Crazy. Let's see. Stop sharing.
Nah, so I seen it, right? And to me, it's I don't it doesn't make sense to me. Still, it's like you already have, in terms of like marketing with the culture war, you already you kind of already got a little advantage. What's the point of going after little piddly shit, weed shit, like little weed gummies? Like what's the, you know what I mean? Like what's the, which is another reason why it's like, yo, did Democrats know this? Because I feel like niggas is talking about they voted because we had to do this and do that, and then it's all this little slick shit in the appropriations bill that it was like, wait, the shutdown happened. We was pushing back because of Medicare and Medicaid shit that happened with the big beautiful bill. Y'all ain't know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all wasn't aware of all like the little bonuses that they paying each other and all the little money that they giving themselves and making more opportunity. It's just like, again, even with Democrats winning, they can't help but lose. Like even with like you come off of this little you come off of this little blue, because I live in California, so a lot of the Delta THC9, all of that stuff, I don't really
real shit here in California. I ain't gotta worry about the Delta 10, Delta 8, Delta THCA. You keep all that shit.
Yeah, but it was like, but at the same time, it's just like,
Right.
I mean, just the logic. You feel me? Like you haven't heard a lot of reasoning behind it. You know what I mean? I mean, partially because niggas is still kind of just like, you damn Democrats. Yeah, and so like all of this is like the fallout, because then it just became about people getting back to work and the government opening back up, but niggas didn't think to be like, all right, what are some other shit that's in this bill that we have a problem with? We don't hear none of that conversation.
Hell no. I'm finna kill a whole bunch of jobs. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of jobs finna get taken off the market. If they make all that hemp shit illegal,
yeah,
definitely finna be making it where more Americans be out of jobs, and we already got more Americans unemployed than we got jobs to fill.
Right.
So,
right.
Any last words, man? Shit, I'm about to say my acid reflex starting to hit in. I feel like I've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I was trying to catch you. I got back in the crib and I was like, man, let me hop on real quick. You know what I'm saying? To kind of and contribute to the conversation. So I appreciate you having me for a little bit of time. But nah, I guess my last words to the people is just like, man, so what if niggas is used to this shit? So what if we think that, you know what I mean, ain't nothing gonna happen? So what if motherfuckers is like, this is how it always happened and all this shit? So the fuck what? It's never gonna be okay. None of this shit is ever okay. None of Donald Trump's approach to government, none of Trump supporters' approach to policy and elections, none of the extreme right violence that we see that's been taken off. None of this shit is okay, and this shit should never be okay. You know what I'm saying? We should never sit back and look at what's normalized and tell ourselves that, well, because it's normal, that we should just sit with it. Remember, black people being enslaved was normal. Denying black people their rights was normal. Workers not having any protections was normal. Kids working in mines was normal. It's a lot of shit that as our society has progressed, we looked at it as just kind of, it was what it was, and it just took enough people. We ain't need everybody. Like the shit that's fucked up, that's normal. We don't need the entire voting population to be able to say, hey, we don't like this, in order for some shit that used to be normal to be considered fucked up.
Shout out to you, Mr. Lee.
And right now, we are at a time where the shit that used to be normalized is they trying to bring it back. They trying to fight for it to come back. And niggas like us who suffer the worst of those, you know what I'm saying, of that old normalized shit, who suffer the worst of the current normalized shit, man, nigga, we gonna get the short end of the stick. So we can sit back with the cacophony of voices that's, oh, you know, racism and all, like we just complaining. This is just how things are. Yeah, fuck that. Y'all can sit back with them niggas. I'm gonna make sure that the shit that we consider normal, Lee gonna make sure the shit that we consider normal is no longer considered normal. We gonna fight that fight until that shit gone. So yeah.
Definitely, man. Shout out to you. Definitely shout out to that, man. Definitely, man. And when can the people expect another episode of The Chop Up?
Man, so the chopper, well, currently I'm in my capstone to finish up my master's. So I graduate December 19th. So it's been kind of a grind. Just so that's really what's been kind of keeping us distracted. Me and Toya talked about bringing it, you know what I'm saying, kind of starting it back up and getting it cracking. But actually here soon, man. Here soon. We gonna be back soon. So I'll give it time.
Yeah, man. Definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. Shout out to you, Damo. Yeah, man. Well, shit. It's been another week. You know. It's been another week of a live stream. All the live streams that I do, they always available on Substack, even if they're not available on YouTube. I know a lot of people have been creating narratives about consciously deleted. Listen, man, the live streams are always still available on Facebook and on Substack, even if they're not on my YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Education is elevation. It's been real, man. It's been really.
Spontaneous percussion.